Hey.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Good to see each and every one of these here. May y'all continue to bless us. The service a little delayed here because of the fact we had our Torah reading service here. We want to take this time to welcome in all our listeners, those that's in Israel, those that's in Canada, those that's in the Philippines, those that's in Sierra Leone, those that's in India, and where you might be picking us up on the internet. Enter into our house where our motto is of peace and love. Shalom ve'ahava. And upon these two principles, when we learn, how to live with one another under those two principles, then are we ready for Yah's kingdom. It's coming, and if you haven't made it there yet, you better get in the high gear because it's coming quickly. It's on the way. I know we've been saying this for a long time, and people kind of getting weary. Oh, they've been saying that for a long time.
You said it's coming quickly?
Let's remember, they said that about the flood too, but eventually it did get there. And a lot of them was too late to do anything positive about it. So I'm saying, pleading with us, don't let me see it too late for you.
The world that we live in, hey, it's guarantee that you're going to be living tomorrow.
And that's true.
Everything crazy folks act.
Man, these people, and that's all around. Tulsa is something else, man. Almost every day, somebody's getting fired up.
Right?
I heard the young guy said, somebody getting smoked. They were shooting just the other day. Man, what's wrong with these folks? And that's why you gotta be careful what you say to folks now. And I think about that lady, but she was at what was that? She was
At Nate.
That little convenience store right there, Moa.
No. This lady was a manager.
Oh, Arby's.
Yeah, at Arby's, right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she would have.
That guy said something.
She spit on her. He spit on her, she jumped on the counter, she chased it out the carnival shop. She ran out.
So, what did he say before the speech? I mean, what did she say?
Yeah, there had to be a conversation or
There was a
something.
confrontation first, and then he spit on her, she got mad.
Now, I'm gonna ask you a question. Here's what.
Thank you, baby.
What's happening to her now?
She locked up. Prison.
She ain't got a job no more.
That's what they take the spit.
Was all that work there?
No. Hey, she first just went and over the wipe her face with soap. And just said, okay, let me leave this alone.
Yeah, she could have filed charges against him instead of shooting. Got angry.
Yep.
And
And therefore, we got a lot of people that way. You better be careful what you say. You better be careful how you talk and look at folks.
I don't even look no more.
Yeah, because you got something to stare down and I'm staring down too. That might be the last time you're going to stare.
Right.
You road rage is a number.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember I was going to church and I think I had a Johnny in the car with me. And I guess I was moving a little too slow. And he, call over, young guys, look like gangbangers or whatever. And so they're behind me, and so they pulled up beside me and just stayed with me, just staring at me. I just glanced at, oh boy, I got the brand, or I know, just looking to me,
Yeah, one wrong move.
Yeah, so I just, I didn't look at him, I just slowed on down. That's why, they just went on, took on off. So, yeah, that kind of stuff there.
She been in them other people, they were staring back there.
What you looking at?
Yeah.
What you looking at?
Just like our street, man, just like our street, where I was standing over there on 46th Street, man. These two cars are coming down the street like in the Western days, man. They're shooting each other. They're driving down, boom, the guy shooting back at him, boom, and they shoot back at him. And all of a sudden, boy, that one guy, he hit him, boy, in the head or something. His car veered off over there, man, hit the telephone post there and the telephone system there and stuff and everything there. And guess what? They was cousins. First cousins at that.
That don't mean that anger don't care who you related to.
That's right.
Yeah. First cousins.
Especially a lot of these young folks, that's this crazy mentality they got, feeling like they bad, and,
They ain't taking none off nobody.
And cause hey, I've come down. I've been some years back, come down my street, and they had the road blocked.
Yep.
Right down talking to one another, pretty much like what you was.
Yep.
It looked like they seen me, They.
Yep. That's exactly what it did me.
Okay, let me go do something here. Bag up.
That's exactly what I did.
Went a different direction.
I sure did.
This was years ago. I was going down no street, 46th Street, and up there were the lights, Fury. I stopped at the stoplights, and when I looked over the car on the side of me, this guy was doing this. He was just talking to him. And so when I looked over there, he looked at me, and I turned right back around. He looked like he was just cussing. He was already mad at somebody. So when he looked at me, cussing. Wait a minute, my head say, and then look over there no more. He would have been so mad, he could have been carrying a gun. If I said, or looked at him funny, he probably shot him. It's dangerous. Yeah. Oh, and there's a lady, she had kids, and then somebody did a drive-by on her. They showed it on TV, and she went grabbed the little baby outside, and she don't know who it is or why they would shoot at her house.
These are times that we're living in. The Bible says that evil men shall wax worse and worse. And so in our Israel update and those things there, that's why we want to kind of keep reminding folks of the things that are taking place in this world and the signs of the time. That's the reason why we do those things there. And that's why I say, you better quickly start it, because that's what I'm saying. These things are quickly coming to an end. Because let me tell you something, this world has got bad. Man, Tulsa wasn't one like that there. Now in my little hometown where I came from here, south of here, Old Muggy, man, it just got worse. It was never had nothing like that happen down there.
Because Dennis, lived in Haskell.
Yeah.
They did drive-by shooting.
Had a big shooting up there in Haskell. Yeah, that's where my dad stayed at there. And never heard nothing about that. Yeah, had a big shooting out there. 4 people got shot.
A couple of times I've heard on the news, these were 2 different times, and old people in the neighborhood, and a guy got shot and killed, and then when they get on the news, they say, we ain't never had no killings over here. It's just a quiet neighborhood. It ain't quiet no more. That's where you
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
Over there in Boston,
people got killed about a couple of weeks ago
Where?
in Boston, the fitness workout.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure did. They just shoot out there.
Yeah.
And I was saying, these people like, hey, if you ain't got some shit, you better leave. You better take under.
On that one, he just finished high school.
Cause I guarantee you most of them is packing.
Oh, yeah. That's that gun one.
You don't know who paid.
But it's just like the scripture said, situations are getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
See? And if you don't watch out, hey, you can seriously get yourself in trouble. Not only is that there, but wars and rumors of wars is growing all around the world. You know, it's kind of funny how the presidents and all when they set up the UN, they say, well, wartime is over with. Because we are humans. We can sit down and talk these things out. And when they had a whole bunch of nations joining and everything, then they said, oh, yeah, man, hey, they've had more wars.
And can't come to
We can't sit down and talk about nothing. Matter of fact, President Trump says North Korea is not in this violation of his agreement.
Oh, yeah.
They done fired 3 missiles and everything off of everything there. Everybody else is, the UN and everything said you're in violation of them. But he said, that's my friend. He ain't in violation of my agreement. What kind of agreement did he make?
Yeah.
Now everybody want to know what kind of agreement he made.
That he don't make any long-term, ballistic missiles that go out of his area, what they call intercontinental. That's what their agreement was.
Oh, that's what their agreement is.
Yeah. So long as he don't do the intercontinental thing, he not worried about that, because that's what that little region there. He say,
But see, that don't make no sense.
you know,
when he do it.
And I can understand the point of it, talking about the long range, but short range is too, because guess what? South Korea is supposed to be allies with who?
with us. And Japan, right.
So, if I'm your ally and you talking that kind of stuff there, how am I feeling about it? How are you feeling about that?
I ain't feeling too good. I'm supposed to be in my corner and you let me do it.
Saying, all right, it's all right for them to test their weapons and all that, they can wipe you out.
Right. It might just accidentally
Yeah.
drop.
Yeah, but I want to make sure that they ain't testing nothing gonna come over and get me. But I thought we allies. I thought you supposed to have my back and I got your back. So
But see, I was a friendly bomb.
Ain't nothing friendly but bombing.
No, I agree.
yeah. Dear folks, the world is doing exactly what the scripture said it's gonna do. The nations are doing just exactly what you said. Okay? No wonder the small countries is talking noise to the big boys. Because as long as they wimp down and do like our president do, yeah, they're gonna feel like they just as big, and that's exactly what Kim Jong-un believes, and that's he talking noise with it. See, he was called a little rocket man. The president was called a little rocket. Now he's my friend.
As a matter of fact, send him a love letter. Yeah, I love you.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Yeah, send him a love letter. Say, we in love. What
And
kind
that's something.
of spirit is that?
The very same thing they accuse Obama of going over there and getting in bed with these guys and making excuses and all that, bowing down to them, and he's going over there even worse. Went against his CIA agency people when they asked him, he's only intelligent folks, and he went along with Putin.
That's right.
But they told you that he was the he had a part with it. Now, well, he told me differently, and I have no reason to believe that he lied to me.
He lied all the time.
Liars believe liars.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Matter of fact, I was talking to a friend of mine he's a high Trump guy, and he was talking about a lot of the things that Trump done brought to pass and everything, and keeping his word on all his promises and stuff. I said, no, he ain't. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about, building that wall at you. And he said he's getting that done. He just got the money and stuff in, so he's gonna have that done. So shut them folks up. I said, he ain't gonna shut me up.
Because he still didn't get it from Mexico.
That's right. And that's what I told him. I said, he ain't gonna shut me up. I said, he lied. I said, unless we are all Mexico. I said, who did we become Mexico? Who did our military become Mexico? Just because, so they're all rejoicing because he's got the money allocated and the Supreme Court gave him the right to use that money and everything there. So he's going to build that wall and everything. I said, he's still lying. But people will seek to justify anything they want to justify to do those things, yeah. But now, another thing that's having trouble now is that they're seeing that Iran, notice this, Iran is testing ballistic missiles, and guess who else is testing ballistic missiles? Testing missiles? North Korea. Guess why? Because they're buying the stuff from them. That's why he can talk noise to the United States. If you don't want to come to deal with me and all those things there, I ain't pushing for because I'm still getting money coming in. Now, guess what? Iran just jumped up and said, now that he done said this thing, yeah. Iran told him just the other day, he says that we're going to pull back and we're going to reduce our commitment to the President Obama plan deal. Cause you pull out, placed it right on Obama, Trump's shoulders. He said, "You pull out of the deal first. Therefore, now we're gonna reduce our commitment to not to go to no nuclear things and everything. Yeah, we're gonna go full straight ahead. They were still trying to hold out for the UK and the other nations that was in there with him to change and persuade Trump's mind and go back into the deal. So,
I mean, it does make a lot of sense. If somebody got a gun to your head and you got a chance to protect yourself and your family, you're gonna do what you got to do it. And they're only doing what y'all say they was gonna do.
that's right.
So they're actually playing the part. So they're on this playing stage that y'all foresee all this stuff.
Yeah. All the nations are armored up and everything, starving their people to death and everything, so they can build up their army, their military. And that's exactly what they're doing. This is how we know we're in the last days, yeah, folks. All this military war and stuff that they got now, if they cut loose all that stuff running, then they will ruin the earth for all mankind. We don't really think about that, but that's a scary thing. They got right now, the world will be messed up for mankind. You say, well, I go to my fallout shelters, and yeah, you go in your fallout shelters, and if you don't get a direct hit, you might survive. But guess what? You're going to have to stay down in that you're going to have to live down in there.
But you're going to run out of food down there, though.
You know how long it's going to take before you can come out of that cave? You can come out of that, and you got to have that fallout shelter. And can you know the little things that got up there? You got to have that boy dug down deep in the ground, under cities. And you know how long you got to stay down there?
20 years.
Huh?
20 years.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No.
Hundreds.
Huh?
400.
Hundreds of years before the radiation.
Before the radiation.
Yes.
Well, just like they happened at the Chernobyl situation. I mean, They did. It was hundreds of years before that stuff dissipated.
Yeah, but those things that there are is not releasing that big of what you call them, like what you would do with a bomb.
Oh, okay. So the radiation you say was low comparative to what's up the
Yeah,
drop.
and still right now, right today,
Now, Chernobyl, that is a bomb.
Yeah, it is.
and right over to Chernobyl right today, you still can't go over there.
Because it's still a bomb.
It's still radiated, and that area is still radiated.
That's been more than 20 years. But
Yeah,
That was in the 80s. So
yeah. You still can't go in there. No, uranium and the certain have 500 year half-life. Half-life. That means it reduces its strength by 1/2
in 500 years.
in 500 years.
Bigger man.
And so, depends on the intensity and the size of the bomb and everything there, and how much radiation there are. It could be years. It could be a whole lot of time that you got to wait for that to dissipate out. So yeah, you'll be mold people.
You probably won't even have any pigment.
But just thank goodness God's not gonna allow that to happen. He's got those angels there holding back the four winds. Yeah. This is scary. This is one of the reasons why they're scared, and that's why they want to denuclearize and get all worried, because if somebody accidentally do it, it's gonna run it for a lot. That radiation get into the trade winds, and even though you're away, it's still gonna circulate around.
Right.
Hey, if you be under the ground, and there's a slight earthquake happen, there you go, you get buried.
You're talking right.
You have to bring that up.
Hey.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, they happen more and more
That's the
nowadays.
worst case scenario right there.
These are the things that we're facing now.
That's like the Fukushima.
Yeah.
Everybody forgot about that. Y'all forgot all about Fukushima.
Ain't never heard of it.
Yeah. You never heard about
That
that?
just happened not too long ago. About 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The reactor that blew up in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They melted down. Talking about that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, guess what? All that radiation that got into the ocean off the coast of California.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
No wonder they get it from.
See that stuff don't it don't just dissipate out, it takes a while for that to go.
We just forget about it.
Yeah, that's it.
We don't forget about us, but we just forget about it.
Yeah, that's it. Then you wonder why you're coming over sick, and you wonder why you got this, you got all these things happening and all that.
3 hands, 10 fingers.
Oh yeah,
12 fingers.
ladies having babies with all kind of stuff and everything there, and yeah, just mess up the whole.
And they swimming in that water.
Just like our situation in Flint. They didn't clean the water up.
And then you eat the fish and the stuff come out from there and everything else, and guess what? You radiate, you go around there going.
What was that concrete dome at? Where they
Chernobyl.
yeah, was it Chernobyl? Yeah. It was somewhere else though. They dropped a bomb in it and it didn't go off and it spread radiation somewhere. It's like overseas somewhere, like
Wow, they dropped the bomb.
yeah.
Dropped the bomb in the sea.
And it failed.
It fell with the berries, but nobody.
And they had people buried and they didn't tell them the truth. And like years later they caught cancer and a lot of them died.
Wow.
Yeah, they had soldiers buried, covered up with concrete.
Yeah, it sounds like something the U.S. would do.
Yeah. Now it's leaking little by little in the ocean.
Well, they got a lot of canisters and stuff that's leaking where they had disposal of it. See, that's another thing too, coming from these generators and these nuclear sites and everything there. And then plus you got that water that runs over there. It's getting it also. So we're just messing up ecology all kind of ways.
You know what's funny is that you get these smart people who develop all of these things, but then they give it to stupid people to dispose of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
Passing the buck.
Now everybody knows that water, or seawater, and metal don't go together.
Right.
So why would you drop most of the waste in a canister in salt water? That don't even make sense to me.
Out of mind, out of sight, bro.
It don't even put no cathodic protection on it.
It's easy to dispose, easy to get rid of, and can't nobody, until, you get a lot of radiated stuff, and animals come up radiated, and animals come up, all this kind of stuff. I mean, we just running us, Y'all's not gonna continue to let mankind do this. He's not gonna do this here. Therefore, that's why he's going to recreate this earth over again, because we don't put a hurting on this.
See, and then they want to say that global warming's not happening.
Yeah.
This is the part that don't. This is the part I don't know. I'm not a scientist, I'm not an engineer, but I do got what's called common sense. And I know that radiation and cold climate, put them two together, you get warming. So if you're putting all this radioactive material in the ocean, and it's going around the world, what you think is going to happen to the ice caps?
Yep. Melt all of it.
Well, dear folks, we live in a world. And people are happy about it. Where they tell you you're killing yourself, and they tell you that you're living. They doping up, smoking up, chewing up, doing all this kind of stuff here, and then they look at me, because I told them, man, you ain't never tried this here, and you ain't never lived. They call that living. I call it dying. All you gotta do is look at your buddies after a few years. And you tell me which one is living and who's dying. Like I said, went down there and see some of my friends, and man, I ain't seen them in a long time, in 20, 30 years. Man, I still would walk past them and didn't know who they was. They know me. Call out my name. Yeah. Boy, that's embarrassing too, man. You ever had it happen, man? Somebody call your name, not say, you look at them real hard, you know you don't know who it is.
And when you realize who it is, you're like, man, what happened?
Yeah.
You try to keep that off your face, like,
Right.
hey, yeah, I know that.
You look the same.
You know.
Start tap dancing around,
Hey, so your face is familiar.
Yeah, they try to grab the baby. Then they come out and tell you that I'm so. Like I said, D.
Try to get that face off.
Yeah, try to keep that face going.
You.
You say, oh man, it's been a long time.
But I'm not surprised by nothing in this world when they get people convinced that you get out there sniff Freon, sniff dope, not dope, but glue, paint,
Embalming fluid.
go down there and wrap yourself all up in paint in your head.
What's that called? That spray in stuff in a can when you clean out your laptop.
The compressed air?
Yeah. That's sniff
That's
that too.
the Freon.
Not Freon.
Not the Freon.
It's not Freon.
It's like a hurricane.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Oh, it's-
Right, aerosol. What's just compressed air?
yeah.
so they got
But they put a propellant in.
They got people believing all this guy, and there are people that do it. And so why should we be surprised about all this other stuff?
Like I said, Chris said on his job, he white folks, they're sprayed. I think that, I guess they have a rag.
Respirator.
Yeah,
A rag and a respirator.
Right, in between,
Yeah.
just walk around there. So the ball has to be fine.
And people tell them that's living. That's the thing that I'm not talking about the point of the people doing it and if they understand what they're doing, and everything, but they got them convinced that that's living.
Yeah. I remember one time, this Indian, he was a mechanic. That's when I was at home, and I went by to get him to do some work on the car. He come up around the house, man, his whole mouth and teeth and everything just gold. I said, man, what's wrong with you? Behind that paint, that spray paint.
Oh. That's how you get it going.
I remember hearing something that said someone was trying to snip butane,
Mm.
and I think he ended up killing him. I was quite sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how they make their rock.
This-
That's how they make rock.
This K2 and all this K stuff that they come up with and all kind of stuff. And I ain't gonna tell them what all and that's and then people go down and do it. God said that when the world got so bad that every thought, and any time that we glory in death rather than life, something wrong with us. You know?
Yeah.
And that's what's happening nowadays. You know, while we was going someplace and this joke, he had to been on something. He was walking right down the middle of the street, man.
He said nothing would hurt me.
I mean, walking right down the middle of the street there, man. Hey, cars just want to move, car moving, and he did it. And it just kept on going. I mean, it ain't the way you just walk across, you see somebody walk. He was walking down the middle of it, right there in traffic. People blowing at him, saying, "Man, you better get out the street, everything." Hey. And the driver kept on going. I said, "Well, you'll probably hear about him getting hit or something like that." But I listened for the news. I didn't hear anything about it, so I don't know.
I seen yesterday on video tape that somebody had put on there, and they show where this big heavy set black dude walked in the store and just started shooting. He shot and killed one guy, and the rest of the people in the store, they tackled him down, and he was still right. So he was on something. But had they not tackled him, he'd have probably shot up everybody in the store.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
This is the world we're living in. God is not going to put up with it forever. Therefore, that's why I say, once again, that's why I'm urging you in all aspects of what the scripture is saying. It's short. No, it's short. I'm not trying to set some time and then some set date, but I'm just saying all the signs is showing it's got to be short because God is not going to let us completely destroy this earth.
Right.
And we got the means to mess it up for a long time for human beings.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear Trump say he got a new weapon and they're gonna test it pretty soon?
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm.
What was it? He didn't say?
Nah, he said they're gonna test it pretty soon.
Well, that weapon he got in his mouth is enough to
Well,
Jesus.
we'll see. We'll see on that in there.
Well, that's gonna open up a new can of worms because Russia has also got new weapons that they are.
Well, Russia already displayed this, and that's probably why he's going to display his now.
Yeah,
Russia got that bad. That's a bad boy too.
Got that machine gun truck, boy.
Yeah,
That supersonic missile that
nothing
they
can
get.
catch it.
That bad boy, it goes up there,
And it can shoot 20 warheads.
and then when it comes down and all, it splits off.
It's all 20 warheads.
Who got that, Russia?
Yes.
Oh, man. What Trump don't come up with?
You gotta have
A lot of them.
The fastest, the fastest airplane that we got, y'all know the speed of it? See?
No, I don't.
1,860 miles per hour.
So the SR-71
Huh? That's the fastest plane that we got.
Better plane.
It's the fastest plane that we got.
Supersonic go over 2,000 or 3,000.
Can you imagine how fast that is?
Yeah.
That's fast. But that's nothing compared to going out in space. As a matter of fact, that's slow as all get. I think these vehicles that they got, once they get out in space and get headed towards Mars and headed towards a place that travels at 17,000 miles, and that's slow. I just want to show you the magnitude of Yah. You know, that's dead slow. When you start talking about the distances and all everything there, that's dead slow. We need Yah. That's the point I want to get to.
Amen.
Even though we discover all these things and we got all, we still need Him.
Amen. Every day.
They judge now these distances in light years. In light years. We don't have nothing that travel close to the speed of light. And we talking about the miles an hour. Light travels in miles per second. And even at that, the expanse of the world is still so wide. If you could travel that speed, 186,000 miles per second, it would still take you 200 light years to get the stars and stuff. Yeah.
If you can survive the G-forces. What it's fine.
So, dear folks, we still need God. I don't care how advanced we get and all those things, we still need Yah.
Amen.
We're a long ways away from that. So, don't let nobody tell you that you don't need Him.
Amen.
I don't care what they do. All right. We have our second song. Did I give out? Okay. That's going to be God is Faithful. And you can pass it out. So we're going to ask you to stand for us. Very important. See, an attribute. See, and what about us?
Hallelujah.
You ain't faithful to your word. Your word ain't no good. Guess what? You follow right along with your word.
Have mercy, Lord. Have mercy. Have mercy.
See? I wonder why people don't trust me. I wonder why people don't do this. How's your word?
How you back your word up?
How's your word?
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes.
But you know, it's always other folks out there. It's always other people that's wrong, not me.
Never you.
See? We got to get these things under adjustment here. All right, I want to ask you to bow your heads for our Tanakh Baraka. Bless you, Lord our God, King of the universe. You have given us your Torah, the right and the prophet, and great Hadashah, by thy great spirit, and have commanded us to diligently teach them unto our children, unto our people, and all people of the earth. And let all Israel say, Amen. Our Torah reading for this week's Parashah is taken from the book of Mattot, Numbers, the 30th chapter, starting at the 2nd verse, through the 36th chapter and the 13th verse. That is Numbers 30, starting at the 2nd verse, through the 36th chapter and the 13th verse. Our Haftorah reading is taken from Isaiah 66, 1 through 24. That'll be our Haftorah reading. Our Parashah will be 2 this year, and that will be Mattot and Masa'ei. And it means tribes in journey. Tribes in journey. And our scripture reading will be taken from the Haftorah reading, which will be given by our Shemaj. Let us give him our undertaking as he read the word of Yah to us.
Amen.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Scripture reading is taken from the book of Isaiah, the 66th chapter, 10 through the 16th verse. It's Isaiah 66, 10 through 16, page 542. Rejoice with Jerusalem. Be glad with her, all you who love her. Rejoice, rejoice with her, all you who mourn for her, so that you nurse and are satisfied by her comforting breath, drinking deeply and delighting in the overflow of her glory. For Adonai says, I will spread shalom over her like a river, and the wealth of nations like a flowing stream. You will nurse and be carried in her arm and cuddled in her lap. Like someone comforted by his mother, I will comfort you in Jerusalem. You will be comforted. Your heart will rejoice at the sight. Your bodies will flourish like newly sprouted grass. It will be known that the hand of Adonai is with his servants, but with his enemies is his fury. For like Adonai will come in fire, and his chariots will be like the whirlwind to render his anger fiercely, his rebuke with blazing fire. For Adonai will judge all humanity with fire and with the sword, and those slain by Adonai will be many. May y'all add a special blessing to the reading of the word.
Amen.
Yeah, folks, in the Torah reading and in those things here, God demonstrated out a picture of how he is for us to understand. And if we don't get that right picture, see, that's why we can't have a proper relationship with him. That's why he wants you to study the Torah. That's why he wants you to read the Torah and all of that. Because in there, you get the picture of really how he is. You know, we'll imagine something with him, and we got all kind of imagination, you know. Oh, it's like this and all. He said, wait a minute, I gave you an example of how I am. Because for you to think that you can sit there on your own and can come to an understanding of how magnificent and how tremendous I am, it's impossible.
That's right.
That's why I was even talking about space and all those things. Mankind thought, boy, they done done all this stuff there and thought they had the number. Oh man, we done numbered all. The Bible said if you could number the stars, do you know one time they thought they had numbered it? Well, we done done that. We ready for that there. And lo and behold, just a little magnifying. Wow. Wow. Yeah.
Isaiah 10, but look, as I will come in fire. And rebuke the blazing fire. And scripture says, and those slain by Anna will be many. So we know that that this is referring to Yeshua.
And that's what I'm telling you. People, he came as a lamb the first time.
Amen. Amen.
But all indications show that if they're looking for baby Jesus or baby lamb, and that's what I tell them. And if you're looking for a lamb or something, you're looking in the wrong direction. And that's the point I want you to get at here. God don't like it when you mess with his children.
Amen. Amen.
See? When you take advantage of his children. And we're gonna get into that, even though we had a lot to do with it ourselves here. But we're gonna go to Numbers, the 35th chapter of Numbers there. And not the 35th chapter, the 31st chapter.
Okay.
I said it wrong.
All right.
Just heard myself. See, sometimes we don't hear ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we gotta learn to be correctable.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
See, I got it written down here and everything else. But yet still I see it 35th. See? And so that's just how he is. Until we get that final victory. All right, Numbers 31. Start at the first verse there.
Adonai said to Moshe, on behalf of the people of Israel, take vengeance on the Midianites.
Whoa! Stop right there. God said, take vengeance on the Midianites.
Mm-hmm.
What did God have against the Midianites? Why was God taking vengeance on the Midianites? Anybody got an idea? They wanted to pass on.
1 second. Excuse me. He asked a question. Need to answer.
They know the answer, right?
You better know.
That's what I thought they should have. Why was God angry with the Midianites? Young folks. They ain't giving you no answer, though.
Your teacher said you know that.
We just went over it last week.
Yeah, exactly.
It's old.
Guess what we just went over this last week?
Same thing teach you how to be people.
Our stupid, dumb Israelite brothers was out there running after them Coca-Cola bottles.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Man, like
Yeah.
women.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that tonight. Cool.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Them Mennonite sisters was looking good. They wanted to come. That's what I said. They wanted to come on.
Yeah.
And they went out there. Oh, hey. They went out there. God was upset with that. God was upset because he had to do something bad to his own people. You know, it took me a while also to learn that too. When my grandfather used to say, Grandpa hates to do this. Because I used to swear him down that he loved whooping. He loved whooping, you know. But it took me a long time until I got in that situation to understand what he was really talking about. And I really believe that he really hated to do that. Just like I tell my children, tell my grandchildren, all the folks around here, these kids are grown up and everything. I tell them, I hate to have to come up to the school. See? I hate to have to come up there to the school.
More hate you more than hate you.
See? Now they might have thought I loved it because I had to go there a few times.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
The reason why I hated it is because the situation.
Shame. Did you want them?
Huh?
Did you want them? But if they come up there, what's gonna happen?
Oh yeah, I want them.
Somebody gotta try.
Huh?
Somebody gotta try.
I told him if I gotta come up there,
Ain't come for nothing. Okay.
it's gonna be some embarrassing.
Mhm.
It's gonna be some hey. I ain't coming up for nothing.
Yep.
Because you already put me in an embarrassing situation. God was upset with him. Hey, God was upset because he had to do some terrible stuff to his own people.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna ask the class again this year. What did God have to do to his people for what they done? What did God do to them? Y'all tell me what he done?
Yep.
What did he do to the leaders? Talk to the young folks here. And he exchanged this and this just happened to work out that way. Y'all gotta speak up. Not you ain't no little kid. I'll get you later. You can't get done. Your teacher's the one to put you on the spot, y'all. Huh? No, he did something specifically to the leaders.
You did. That's something to do with the son, too.
Yeah. He said, all right, we're gonna have Matityahu gonna bail y'all out because his hand came up. So I bail him out, Matityahu. What happened to the leaders?
Well, he hanged him on the pole and he let him face the sun.
That's right.
The sun.
Took all the leaders.
Oh, he killed him. He let
Hung
him
them on
face
the pole out there.
Yep.
No, they died out there. Yeah, that son and then hung up there killed him.
Y'all ain't getting mixed up. Y'all not getting mixed up with the Moabites, are you?
Oh, okay.
That's why I keep trying to make y'all difference. There's a difference between Moabites and Midians and all the rest of
Right.
That's why I keep trying to tell you the descendancy so you know who's who.
And God had to hang up his leaders. Because guess what? The leaders weren't doing their job.
That's right.
They they come back, man, what? Them mediocre women, this good looking man, and Coca-Cola bottle, man, oh man, and they easy, man, and then it's just, oh, I'm heading over there. Instead of saying, whoa!
No, the leader's gonna do it.
Y'all girls say, don't be messing with them.
Leader's gonna do it, and everybody else gonna follow.
See? They weren't doing their job or nothing because they was out there joining with them.
Leaders is the one leading the league.
Ooh, the leader's doing it. We can do it too.
Oh, yeah. That's why I always say, hey, you know, leaders might get by with stuff, but y'all take care of them.
Oh, yeah.
Now Israel came out of Egypt, what, about 2 million, 2.5 million people?
Yeah.
Now you know it was some Coca-Cola bottles, Israelite women.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But these women was outlandish, different than women.
Oh, yeah.
These were the loose women here.
Right.
All right, right.
Well, that's how.
The loose women.
Makes it sometimes something different is good.
Yeah.
That's true, too.
Yeah.
And that's how you tell a child ahead of time not to do something. And you tell them that, and that's the first thing they do.
Mhm.
They've been looking at them women for 400 years.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
But no, but you know, I don't know that happened in the big cities, you know, out there. But in a little city where I grew up, in a little place where I grew up there, if a new girl comes to town,
Oh, yeah. They go whack 'em.
Yeah.
y'all remember about that?
Oh, I remember. There's one female I remember growing up. This girl she was from South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
And she came up, and at that point, you know, you had to know around, but you didn't get the country bred girls
Right.
like she was around the neighborhood, and that's what she was, and she had everybody's attention.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. Hey, you see that girl, Nikki?
Oh, they still remember the good name.
What is the question, huh? What is the question?
Well, she became a friend. That's why I still remember.
But you know, that was it. It the fact that she was a new girl in town.
That's what it is. The new girl in town.
See?
That's what
And
it
so
is.
that's what Ron said that, you know, that might have been there, but hey, this dude, and these girls, boy, they inviting us in. Come on. Yeah. Ooh, oh, man.
We family.
That's right.
I know.
That's true.
It was their relative.
How were they family?
I don't know that.
Lot.
No.
Midian.
Oh, Abraham.
Abraham.
Oh, they on that side of it.
Yeah.
Children of
Children
Keturah.
of Keturah.
Right, they were children of Keturah.
Yeah.
That's like Samson. He didn't want to fool around with them hometown girls.
Yeah. Delilah. Hey.
She wore makeup, fancy clothes, jewelry,
Smelling good.
hairstyles, lipstick.
That sound like coach.
Yeah.
Very woman that he should have been running from in high gear.
That was the very one that kept shoving his head in the lap.
Yeah, that's right. And we ain't too far off from him either. You talk all that noise about high and everything, and we ain't too far out there. Yeah. We were right there and grabbed the very Delilah and the wrong person.
Can't get rid of them.
And then we wonder, how did I get tired of it? How did I get tired of it? Huh?
No, what was I thinking?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Do I know you? And the answer is no. We don't take time to learn people. And that's why I was saying last night, we need help. And the help that we need to go to and all that, we won't do that. Because we're scared they're going to change. And some of them need to be run off. Some of them need to be run. But hey, that's your building. And so you make that bed hard, hey, you don't got to lie in it. And I'm going to tell you, lying on nails is not easy.
Amen.
No, it's not.
It's not easy.
No, it's not.
You know, So, dear folks, this is what we got to do. But yet, still, God, after all this, God was upset. He was upset with Israel. 24,000. Now, I told myself something about a plague, and I read 24,000. It would have been more than that if it wasn't for who?
You want to say it? Or they gonna say it?
I mean, Finnegan.
Burnt face.
Burnt face.
Phinehas, burnt face.
Burnt face.
Deflect that, yet still God wouldn't do it. God took. So right after this here, that's what he was mad about. And God said, hey, Moshe, I want you to take, I want you to read that again. So now you're up with this, what's going on.
On behalf of the people of Israel, take vengeance on the Midianites.
On behalf of the Israelites, what they done to them and how they done did those things and everything, take vengeance on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, God said vengeance is mine. Now, he might use you and he might not.
That's right. That's right.
He can use whoever he wants to reap that vengeance.
His command. That's right.
But the person gonna jump up, ain't heard from him. I'm taking vengeance on him. Y'all's using me to take vengeance. No, it don't work that way.
Amen.
See?
Amen.
God said vengeance is mine, wait for him.
Well, how did burnt face get this seal? He took vengeance and he did something in the name of y'all, and y'all stopped the plague. Is that the same thing or not?
Yeah, he deflected it.
Okay.
Because he stood up for y'all.
Right. Nobody else would.
He stood up for y'all.
Nobody else would.
Did nobody do that? Moshe, none of them did that. Of course, Aaron couldn't do it because he was dead at that time.
Oh, Aaron died?
Huh?
Aaron died at that time.
Yeah, Aaron was dead. And Miriam, she was dead. But Joshua, now even Caleb, they was of a different spirit than the rest of the 12, and they didn't even take. They didn't.
Burnt face, he one took the place of Aaron. As high priest.
Uh-huh.
I bet you if God didn't put a
Burnt face.
if God didn't put a limit on that, I bet that was a long.
He was a priest.
Yeah, he was a priest.
Who?
Phinehas was a priest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was a
he
priest.
was a Kohen.
Yeah, he was a Kohen.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he had authority.
But the point of it is that he came before he came. The reason why he was not counted into that and those things there, because of the fact that he was in existence before before God made the decision about the status.
Okay.
Yeah, he took Eleazar.
Yeah. Y'all know what happened to a couple of boys.
Yeah,
A couple of boys.
they had.
Yeah.
Got burnt up.
Yeah. When you don't, that's why we gotta learn how to live by faith, dear folks. Because when God says something, he means that. I don't care how simple it is, whether you can understand it or not. See, that's the thing of sometimes we think that we can figure out and we can figure out and we think that
He means this. He really means this.
yeah, he don't really mean that, and all those things, and so we let our own imagination and our own thoughts and our own interpretation get us in trouble.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, I was wrong. Eleazar, he was still the priest. Yeah.
Phinehas got a covenant into it, but he was also one of the sons there.
Right,
But
right.
the point of it is that what happened to him was that at the time when it was doing those things there, it was only talking about going forward, the sons there, but he already was there, and so but he got inaugurated into it, and he said that he would be there forever because of
For that act.
because of that act.
Yes, he did.
So he says,
Sealed it.
then Moses sent them out 1,000 men from each tribe, and Phinehas, son of Eleazar, the priest, led them into battle.
So he was always
Believer.
a zealous person, and you will see. But here we see that God gave Read on to the 6th verse.
Okay. On behalf of the people of Israel, take vengeance on Midian. After that, you will be gathered.
Oh! Do you know what it means when it says gather to your people?
Don't bite the dirt, you don't bite the dirt.
That's when I said, if y'all wouldn't have put a limit on that book, that'd have been a long book. Punish them.
I ain't had enough yet.
Do you understand what he's saying there?
Yeah.
He says, after you complete this job here, you're gonna die.
That'll be your last job.
That's gonna be your last job.
Yes.
See? What did Moshe do? What happened? Read on.
Moshe said to the people, equip men from among yourselves for war. They are to go and fight Midian.
Oh! Now I can see some of us. Lord just gave us that and said, okay, all right, Lord. We sit down in that easy chair. You get a little lazy, see? I'm gonna get around to it, Lord, you know.
Yeah.
Like you said, you the long whooping, see? Hey. Moshe wasn't like that. He knew that God wanted him to go ahead and do that, but we would drag it out long. Oh, man.
Oh, man, shoot, I drank at least 20 years.
Y'all say, well, I see what you doing, so I'm about to go ahead and kill you.
You might
He
go-
told him to do what
might
you
do
are
it.
not going to die. He said, you're not going to die till you finish this job. How many of us will jump up and get that job done real quick?
Or never get it finished.
Hey, after dealing with Israel, you might be ready for a dirt nap.
Come on, man.
He said, after this here, when you get this job done here, he says, then you're going to go and join your fathers. I don't think he's talking about they're going to go, you know.
Ain't going to heaven. Going to the dirt.
They've been saying, go ahead and kill me. You've been whooping me too long. Go ahead and kill me.
No, he's patient.
Be,
He's meek.
be like Oral Roberts over there.
I thought about him.
God told him, hey, if you don't get this $7 million, I'm gonna call you on home. Come on to heaven. Hmm. Now, if it's what they say and everything, he should have been telling everybody.
Take it now.
Nobody nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Take it now.
I thought that's what he wanted to go to heaven.
Yeah. That's the point that I'm making. He shouldn't have told nobody nothing.
Even if he did told him, he should have said, don't send me a dime. Don't send me nothing. Hey, I'm going home.
That money was more important.
God. See what this is like that. Gather to your fathers and everything. That means you know, sounds right, but that means you're gonna die.
Yeah.
So when he said go there, you know, he gonna die. And he set up there crying and everything else. Please give me that money.
So, okay, why did he say why God wanted him to get that money? What was the reason for it?
Whatever you want.
Oh, build it.
That building, he didn't finish the building. He was supposed to finish it. He didn't finish it on time. He didn't have enough money. That overall sense. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't understand that, but
Somebody
nevertheless,
money, saying, I'm tired of getting bellyache. Get it money.
Moshe went on. Not only did he tell him to get ready for it and those things there, for a short as a time, we're going to go to the 14th verse of that same chapter.
Okay.
And see what happens.
It's Numbers 31. 14.
Numbers 31.
14th verse says, but Moshe was angry with the army officers, the commanders of thousands and the commanders of hundreds, coming in from battlefield. Moshe asked them, you let the women live? Why? These are the ones who, because of Balaam's advice, caused the people of Israel to rebel.
Now, I want I want you to see something here. Moshe was still high on fulfilling when he said that. And that's why you can't trust folks to do stuff you're supposed to do. After he called them to get the leaders together, told them to go on over there and go over there, he done gave them instructions as to what to do. You're going to vengeance on them. I want you to wipe them out, kill them all, and do those things there. And guess what? They come back with them Coca-Cola bottles.
They pulled
Couldn't kill me. Couldn't kill me.
They ain't got them out yet. They're 24,000. Whole bunch of the leaders that got strung up there and straight and son and blind and dead. That still wasn't a lesson. Show y'all how hearts is. Some folks, I don't care how bad you do it, they still just gonna have their way. You would think that after all of that there, they would learn a lesson. Yes.
You remember when we went over that point that if you wanted y'all told you to go and wipe them out, and then you see a woman out there that you want out of the bunch, it's supposed to be sport. It's supposed to be to take her, shave her head, and let her stay at least for 30 days and not mess with her, and then let her cry and everything like that, and then go into it.
Not. See, here's the door.
All right, what's the
He
deal?
would have failed.
I told woman got him.
These were sacrifices.
Well, I'm supposed to make a sacrifice
God
first.
sacrifice.
You have to follow the instructions.
Right.
The instructions was to kill everybody.
It wasn't you.
He didn't say go conquer. He said destroy.
Well, you know, we that's what we done. He said, if you go into the land, you see a woman, even though you're in
No,
it.
not the
That's it.
Not
You go,
in this case.
that's if you go to war.
It's not.
This was not war. This was vengeance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I know I see.
See, you got to understand the situation.
Yeah, I understand.
See, you're right. He would have been one, not understand that. He would have been one of them dragging up this cocoa bottle. Lord, you said I could do something for that. He was like, just like Moshe getting on here right now. Moshe said, what is wrong with you all?
Hey,
Then he say,
Sorry, bro.
One of the leaders just got killed.
I had to take you out.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you think of me when he said vengeance? Take vengeance on them. That's what he was trying to let them know. I mean, you will come back and conquer them. You ain't gonna do nothing now. Vengeance means you going over there to wipe them out.
Yeah.
doing God's bidding.
He said, take vengeance on them. When we start trying to interpret, when we start, I don't know, had been something wrong with their thinking. Moshe done told them, Lord, do it on Sunday, and you paying a vengeance for God and all that, and they come back over there, and think they done it too.
And the women start pat that eye and everything, give you the sweet eye. Oh no, I can't kill you. I kill her.
The women got some power now, man. Hey.
Oh, you man.
That same woman can slit your throat while you sleep.
Yeah, they was treacherous, wasn't they?
When you use the word utterly destroy, that means wipe out, nothing left.
Well, just the fact that when God said go over there and take vengeance on them, that's what it means.
Right.
That's what he told Saul. Same thing.
He did it, messed up too.
No, he messed up too.
Sure did.
Listen to the folks.
Yeah. Looking at them women.
See?
Yeah.
He come back over there, and then when God, that's why we got to live by faith. We got to,
That's right.
we can't interpret what God said. And, I think God meant this and all that. God meant exactly what He says. Don't come up with some better solution. Well, this is what we no.
The author of words, so follow.
Yeah. So here they come back with these Coca-Cola bottle women. Moshe come out there and Moshe steaming, Jack. They think he ought to be happy and everything. He's steaming. Now read on this with Moshe. What did he say?
Says, because of Balaam's advice, caused the people of Israel to rebel.
Start at the 14th verse. Yeah.
But Moshe was angry with the army officers.
Dang, well, that's the one. Well, them leaders catching it, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
no.
Okay. But Moshe was angry with the army officers, the commanders of thousands, the commanders of hundreds coming in from the battlefield. Moshe asked them, "You let the women live."
You let the women live.
Mm-hmm.
Of all the people that you let live,
Yeah.
you let the women live.
The very thing that was turning you away.
What kind of sense is that? That's why I said people holler and say, "Oh, the Bible is a male chauvinist. It's a male chauvinist." I said it depends on which way you want to look at it. Hey, if you was a male, you didn't get no pity.
Right.
At least a woman, what you talking about on that, she had to be a virgin. But it didn't matter whether the guy was a virgin or not. Hey, off in his head. That's right. But at least if the woman was a virgin, but you talking about it on a different scenario now, not on a vengeance thing. Then you could take and do those things here and do that there.
Shave her head, 30 days, wait her let her walk for 30 days.
But you can do all. There was no safety zone for no man. Saul messed up on that too. See, he just messed up all the way around.
He did, listen to the wrong folks.
See? Therefore, read on. Let's see for that.
The 16th verse says, "Why? These are the ones who, because of Balaam's advice, caused the people of Israel to rebel, breaking faith with Adonai in the Peor incident, so that the plague broke out among Adonai's community. Now kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman who has slept with a man. But the young girls who have never slept with a man, keep alive for yourself. Pitch your tent outside the camp for 7 days. Whoever has killed a person or touched the corpse of someone slain, purify yourselves on the 3rd and 7th days, you and your captives. Also purify every garment, whether of skin or goat's hair, and everything made of wool."
Now,
Wool, I mean.
now God was merciful at this particular time here. See? Because apparently they came back with a lot of women. It wasn't just no few that they came back with. He said because the officers and leaders of they all had them. So God said, "Hey, no, you gotta kill all. Now, if she's a virgin, ain't never been with no man, ain't never tried to use none of that guile against somebody else and everything there. You can let her slide." Yeah.
How could they tell if they were virgins or not? They must be.
Somebody had to test it. Somebody had to find it out.
Yeah, that way. Mm-hmm. Actually, there was a water that they could drink and all those things there. So that was a way to test. Then you have the Urim and the Thummim. 2-1.
Oh,
That's the lies.
you're an endurance. I forgot that.
Yeah. So God had ways of doing those things. Plus they had midwives. Those people knew. They knew stuff. They knew stuff about men and women. How you tell now? Oh, she said she that way. No, you take it to the doctor. How do doctors know?
By looking.
She can say, "Oh, I'm a virgin." Okay. Take it to the doctor.
Yes. Doctor find out.
Don't take long for them to find out. See? So they had their way of doing it, and they had their way of knowing it. A lot of the mothers and stuff knew. You ain't mess with my son. I know how. You ain't know. You might lie to him and stuff like this. You ain't lying. I'm just checking out here.
Yeah, women do women.
like you said, one of the things they did was they cut all the hair off them, de-hair them and everything, everywhere. It wasn't just on the head where they took the hair off and everything, they took the hair off everywhere.
Everywhere. Oh, boy.
See? God had his way. He didn't ask you something that you couldn't do.
Right.
So Moshe said, I'm doing that, and not what. But I'll tell you what you do. This is what's required to do here to get this thing straight here. You're messed up big time here. I don't upset now, and I'm hoping that y'all don't bring something against us for you not doing what you're supposed to do. But right now, you can take and you kill all of them. And them women that you so crazy about, you so and all that, them that, as my brother said there, that's going to be teachable and ready, and able for you to convert them.
You have to still remember they are descendants of Abraham.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. And that was the thing that helped him out too on that end. And so he said, hey, let them, let them slide with them other mans and all that other stuff and everything. You got to kill it all, We got to learn how to hearken to what God said. It's just like people, they'll jump on how about, any day will do. No. God made it clear enough. He said the seventh day. If had not God said that, boy, we'd have a problem. We got a problem now when God done identified it out and everything. Just think of the problem that you'd have with people now if God hadn't done that. That's what they tell you. I just work 6 days and then any day, that's my seventh day, that's it. No. You interpret that the way you wanted to do. Well, my work day starts at Monday, so I count that. No, I ain't got nothing to do with your work day starts now. We got to let God's word, you're not being faithful if you don't let God's word be God's word. Sure. When we start trying to alter God's word and those things there, you are not faithful.
That's right.
I don't care what the reason you come up with it. It might be a good reason and everything, but it still ain't good enough. Saul said, hey, they convinced Saul, said, we can have a great sacrifice. I got him. Yeah. It's terrible that all this stuff go to waste. You see all this cattle and all this stuff we got all that in there. Just let that go to waste. You have a great sacrifice. Our God gonna glory about that great sacrifice. God said, no, my word is more important than all that stuff you come up with.
You don't know what these people that did with you now.
That's exactly right.
True.
When I say something about something, that's the way it is. Not by your wisdom, not by your ideas of things.
That's right.
Because now you countermanded what God would say. Just like we have people right today. God said that the animal is unclean.
Right.
They go along and say, I just pray about it and now it's clean. What you done to God's word?
I'm going to make it clean about the very power of the word of the one who I believe in.
Yes.
Who says it's unclean.
I'm worshiping the same one God that told me that it was unclean, and then I'm going to pray to him. Who you think you're praying to? I'm going to pray to the same God and say, Lord, I know you said you made it clean, unclean, and it's unclean and everything now. But hey, I'm praying it. And so people think that they got the power to do that. Because I'm a son now.
Yeah, but how long they got to pray? They've been doing it for a long time.
Well, they figure Jesus blessed Jesus wept.
Yep.
They figure his food blessed. Hey, that's not his name.
I agree.
In Jesus' name.
Yep.
Okay.
God's instruction to us. We're going to get another thing about God's instructions and all. After they done those things there, God was pleased with them. They escaped a pretty good, because of Moshe and everything. They escaped out of that devil, but let me tell you, that was tough. Hey, you better learn. You don't play with God, and you don't mess with God. Because when you start messing with His word and messing Him up right now, you don't know what that has to do with way down the line. See? I trust you to do this here, and then you go out there and let me down.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way you think it all going, all those things there, rather than what I say. That's what made Yeshua, that's what made the Mashiach different from all other folks. All other men that got him, His Son never let him down.
Amen.
Even when things are tough, let me tell you something. Death during the Roman time was a horrible way to die. They specialize in making it hard. Now we live in a time now where they specialize in making it easy now.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Quick. Yeah, quick. Even give you a deadly shots on it when they put the needle to you. They won't bother that. I mean, they just make it.
And if you suffer too long, then we better stop it then. They suffer.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's so hard about killing folks.
But let me tell you, the Romans was the time that Yeshua was here, the Mashiach was here, that time they specialized in making it agonizing. They specialized in making it hard on you. They wanted you to.
They wanted you to have a slow death.
You're right. And when he came time to face that, he said, "Oh Lord, hey, can't you come over any other way?" But y'all said I can't misinterpret my words. I can't change that. You have to go through that. The answer is, nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done.
Right.
That's the answer.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, these folks didn't do that. They went over there, saw them Coca-Cola bottle and them good-looking women, and they was teasing them, and no doubt they was, hey.
I'm quite sure at that point, all the killing going on around, they was probably cowering in the corner somewhere. They was more like, come on with me. I don't think they was showing too much leg or nothing like that.
You think they was doing that then?
Not doing war.
I don't know, baby.
Especially when they people was losing. I don't think so.
Let's see. They said that some of the boys said that those ladies were, say they self and everything there. When I be killed, hey, they were Tyson. Them soldiers ain't been with no woman for a long time, and been out there and everything. Hey, look pretty good. Some of them ladies that wasn't even Coca-Cola bottles will start looking good. Start looking good after you done been out there for a few months and stuff out there. They ain't been around no woman and stuff.
Yeah, looking at hard heads all day long.
Yeah, right. But however they did it, they succeeded, and they brought the very women back that caused all the problems and all that. He said, got past that. And y'all say, you are people that I got to steady give instruction to, because somehow y'all just don't get the picture. We just don't draw the connections.
Israel had ADD.
Right. Right.
Okay, so how did they know that these were the same women that Balaam used to entice Israel?
Well, I don't think it was talking about the same.
Exactly.
I don't think it was talking about that same exact. But what he's talking about, these are the women, because some of the women that they brought back in the day were virgins, that get spared. So we know they could have been using them. But what he's talking about, they were Midianite women.
Right.
See, when you are joined in with it, and that's why you have to be careful about what you do on, because everybody has to suffer for everybody. When they went over that adventure and everything, kill all men, kill all women, all men, everybody had to suffer because what them young women did. And that's the way the world is different. You go out there and join the world and think you're going to suffer what's wrong. You're going to suffer right along with what the world is doing.
Right.
And I ain't that bad. I ain't going to go out there and get that wild like them and you out there. You part of them. And you're going to get right out just with them. Therefore, because what does the word say? Love not the world.
That's right.
Neither the things they're in. Because ain't no doubt where they might change your mind. They will draw you away from me.
Amen. Amen.
See? They will be trouble for you.
That's right.
That's right.
Numbers 33 and the 50th verse here.
33.
33rd chapter, right. The 33rd chapter. We'll kind of move on out here.
50th verse.
And the 50th verse, right.
Okay. It says, Adonai spoke to Moshe in the plains of Moab by the Jordan, across from Jericho. He said, to tell the people of Israel, when you cross the Jordan into the land of Canaan, you are to expel all the people living in the land from in front of you. Destroy all their stone figures, destroy all their metal statues, and demolish all their high places.
Did you understand it? Did you get this?
Mm-hmm.
These are some more instructions that God gave to Israel for their own good.
Mm-hmm.
That they didn't do. I don't know how they did it, but they misinterpreted. They did those things there, and they enacted those things out. But notice what God said. When you get into the land, when you go over there, what did he say do? Read that again.
It says, Adonai spoke to Moshe in the plains of Moab by the Jordan, across from Jericho. He said to tell the people of Israel, when you cross the Jordan into the land of Canaan, you are to expel all the people living in the land.
Expel all the people that's living there. Expel them out of there.
Right.
When you cross over, you do it. I'm giving the land. I want you to expel the people out of there. Don't feel sorry for them. Don't do this and all that. Kick them out their lane. God had a reason for why to expel them all out. See? He had a reason for it. Read on.
It says, destroy all their stone figures, destroy all their metal statues, and demolish all their high places.
Now, why did God want all that stuff taken care of?
Because they're going to turn them away from him.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
That was the very stuff that they were using to turn them away from.
Come on down here, wish it with me.
Come to my church.
There you go, not today. That's exactly what it is. If I come away, you got to come to my church and everything, and you got to do this, and there we go. Ain't giving no thought, Unfortunately, it ain't the knucklehead boys that's doing it too. It's knucklehead girls doing the same thing, but it ain't. I ain't gonna go with you. I ain't going with it. Next thing you know, daddy is setting up there.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you said they ain't.
I just came to hear the choir sing.
Yeah, there you go. I've heard that too. I hear about Tim that. Hey, that's all it takes is get started. Read on.
53rd says, drive out the inhabitants of the land and live in it, for I have given the land to you to possess. You will inherit the land by lot according to your families. You are to give more land to the larger families and less to the smaller ones. Wherever the lot falls to any particular person, that will be his property. You will inherit according to the tribes of your ancestors. But if you don't drive out the inhabitants of the land from in front of you, then those you allow to remain will become like thorns in your eyes and stings in your sides.
Dear folks, let me tell you something. That was thousands of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You hear about it right today. The Palestinians over there in the Gaza Strip and all of that, they're making that claim right there and say this is our land, it belongs to us and everything there, and you know those things there. Say we was the original ones. We're the original Canaanites and all those stuff over there and everything there. And so we don't have, they still have a battle with them right today.
Right.
Over 3,000 years ago. Had they done what God said do, we wouldn't have had all this problem. But we know better than God. We know what God don't really mean that there. See? In closing for today, I hope we learn this and hope we get past this thing here. And we got to understand this. Stop interpreting. Stop doing those things here. Stop spiritualizing these things right on out of what God has said and you no longer living by faith. Like I told you what the sister Lita Pelker that used to teach it for she spiritualized keeping the Sabbath on right on out of it. You anybody ask somebody, I keep the Sabbath. Mm-hmm. Then she go on there and tell you why. Sabbath means rest, which it does. What you get there? Sabbath means rest. Jesus said, come unto me, all ye that are heavy laden, and I will give you killing the Sabbath. Mm-hmm. Doing all they want to do on it. And of course, Sunday, because that's the day he rose on, so they're giving off.
So what if you ain't heavy laden?
They don't give none of that no thought. They don't give none of that thought. Therefore, it sounds smooth, it sounds good, but it's bad doctrine.
Mm-hmm.
You said she's a preacher?
Yeah, she used to come on. She used to come on the radio. I remember listening to her a lot, you know. And she come on in and she had a lot of followers on there because hey, you know. But hey, wrong.
That's the same as these Christian Hebrew like in Louisiana.
Is that right?
Yeah, they have the same crazy doctrine. This young man there called himself a quote unquote Christian Hebrew Israelite. A young man, I forgot his last name, but he teaches them about the Sabbath. You don't have to keep that Sabbath, and you can eat all these things you want to eat and all that stuff.
You talking about man now?
Got his name, I don't remember it. But maybe it's not good to remember his name. But anyway, he's teaching that among the in Louisiana, among the Hebrew Israelites. And a lot of these people are falling for it.
So therefore, what I'm saying is that this ain't nothing. This is nothing new. That's the point I want you to get. This is nothing new. Satan has been using this on us all the time.
That's right.
He's been using this on us all the time, and we got to wake up to the point. All the things that God has given and set us back on a straight pattern where we can make a right decision, and we still will not. All the sacrifices and all the things God did, and brought them out of Egypt and did those things. Opened up the Red Sea, man. That was. How in the world could they forget something like that there, man, and everything when they're scared to death and God did us and These same very people messed up. Faith and trust must be established by and is established by our actions, not by our words. When God told him to go ahead and take vision, we going over to do that. We are to totally commit ourselves to Yah, not half-heartedly. Oh, well, I go do so and so. I'll do this here. God said this whole day is man. When does the Sabbath begin?
Sunset Friday.
Friday, Sunday,
And when do it end?
Saturday or sundown.
Oh, I'm just gonna go to church for a couple of hours and everything. And I done kept the Sabbath. Have you kept the Sabbath?
No,
No.
you broke the Sabbath.
Well, they got some family Adventist at the end of what, 3 o'clock?
No, 6.
Sick.
They go across to the time, not across.
Who establishes the time?
But they didn't get that, from their father, Ellen G. White. After she passed, they started doing that. She actually kept the Sabbath.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, people bring in interpretation.
Yeah.
Now we got there was a group of Hebrew Israelite brothers following Elisha. And when did the Sabbath begin for them?
Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So Friday night
It's not the Sabbath for them.
is not the Sabbath for them.
They can work.
So it ain't, so God seems to be working all kind of ways to get us to. And then they turn around and talk to me and say, what's wrong with it? Call us the ones that's done. Don't y'all see what God said? And that's how he got them convinced. It said Sabbath day. When is the day? When the light time.
What is a day?
They ain't talk about that there. I just want
That's
you
what makes
yeah.
I
I just want you to get understanding of what,
Well, I'm just saying.
Day.
You made it tell me nobody was in the crowd and said, well, what is a day?
No, apparently they didn't. He had a lot of followers. He had a bunch of followers.
And they debated about that for years, and no one convinced them.
That's right.
They couldn't figure it out when they read the beginning of the Bible.
No, because hey, if I could, like I said, if I could convince you,
Genesis.
if I could convince you that 2 and 2, see, is 5. Everything I add on to that there makes sense.
But it says the evening and the morning.
I know. Yeah,
Y'all made the moon and the stars to govern the night,
Right.
and the sun to govern the day.
How do Christians get by with saying that the Trinity, that Jesus is God the Father, He's God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost. All 3 are the same. All is equal when Yeshua himself, when the Mashiach himself said that my Father is greater than I. But how do they do it?
They say, shut up and listen to me.
Right. Dear folks, in closing, let us not be that way.
Right.
We got to love God with cold legged. All our heart. Whole heart. We need to start getting these things together, keeping these things in mind, because God is telling us how to deal with Him and how to work with Him and how to operate with Him. And He doesn't let you know, you get outside those things here, I'm going to do something bad to you. If you ain't get that, I want you to get that. He will do something bad to you. Then, so we better know who we're dealing with on that end now. And as our oath is, how should we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? If I forget the Yerushalayim, let my right hand forget her cunning. If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If I prefer not Yerushalayim above my chief joy. Psalm 137, verses 5 and 6. Shalom, shalom for now, and we'll hope to see you next week if it's God's will. All right. Now I turn it over to the Shema to close out the service for today.